Hi ladies, it is, I don't even know what the heck time it is, 3:20 in the afternoon, and I'm just going over some of the results that some of you have posted on your scale of 1 to 10 and how much you've been able to achieve and conquer stress in this group. And I honestly have to call the majority of you out and tell you that you are a lot further ahead than you're giving yourself credit for. Some of us are saying 5, some of us are saying 6, some of us are saying 7. I don't see anybody that's answered yet over an 8 or 9. And I want to know why. I mean, some of you are saying that it's actually you and you're not quite there, but you're not really alluding to what's sort of holding you back from getting to a 10. And I think that's the biggest message here today is you have to realize that you are 100% in control of everything that you feel, everything that you think, and everything that results in your life. And I personally feel that a lot of you have come even farther than a 6 or a 7. And I'm not saying that you are having to be a 10. And I actually think in all reality, being a 10 out of 10 in terms of overcoming stress is actually impossible. And the reason for that is that there's so many things that happen inside of our lives and on a daily routine that we cannot predict, that might happen something different tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and therefore we don't really know how to combat it. But stress is stress is stress. And I feel like you have done a way better job at reducing the amount that stress affects you in your life, and especially on your health in general, because you are the most of the women that have responded to this post, like Priscilla, Kristen, Kaylin, Karen, Annie, Nancy. I mean, come on, you're there all the time. You show up, you get the workouts done. Annie, I know you fell off the map a little bit, and I would agree that, it's time for you to get back on. But the amount of stress and different things that we've had over the last 90 days has been astronomical. With COVID-19, coaching your kids from home and trying to fit in your work schedule, and then trying to do a workout and eating food that's healthy for you. I personally think that you are a lot higher than a 6 or a 7 because you have implemented things in your life that you were not consistent with before starting this program. A lot of us are practicing our gratitude, and I can see it because your journals are there. And a lot of us are showing up to the workouts, which I could almost bet my, right hand that before these 90 days started, you weren't showing up, 4, 5, 6 times a week to do a workout. You just weren't doing it. I know that. And that's the reason you joined this program in the first place. So, diminishing stress in general can be very challenging. As I said before, being a 10 out of 10 is almost impossible because there's so many things in our lives that are stressful, but you have learned such an incredible way to combat these things, whether it's going for a walk, drinking water, having a cup of tea, doing some meditation, doing some deep breathing. And I know that I'm not expecting you guys to be, blowing smoke up my butt, if you will, and answering like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But I truly believe that a lot of you need to be called out, and the fact that you are definitely over a 6 and you're definitely over a 5. So give yourself more credit. And honestly, you have to really look at that in the broad spectrum, because there's a lot of the times where we don't realize the successes that we do have. We're only focused on the negative. We're only focused on what we don't have. We're not focused on what we do have. We're not focused on what we have accomplished. And we're just creatures of habit in that sense, because once we accomplish something, and I kind of relate this to the analogy of stepping on a scale. Like if the scale says, oh, great, I'm down a couple pounds. If that's your goal, you feel really good. And you're going to feel good about 2-3 days, maybe a couple hours, whatever it is that you allow yourself to feel that, sense of accomplishment. And then you're like, now what? There's nothing left to fulfill. There's nothing left to, maybe now you have a new goal, and now you start to have all these added stresses to achieve the next goal and the next goal and the next goal and the next goal. But you're not giving yourself enough credit. Like 90 days or 85 to give yourself more time, give yourself more practice, and make sure that you are in fact writing down what you're grateful for, because this will relieve stress in ways that you can't even imagine, and envision yourself being stress-free. There's certain things we can control. There's certain things that we can't control. So I just wanted to call you out because I think you did a way better job than a 6 and, 7, whatever. But honestly, if those that answered 5, I disagree with you 100%. I'm your coach, and I'm telling you, you're wrong. Okay, so just pick yourself back up. Make sure that you don't let stress control anything that's going on in your life, especially your weight or your eating habits, and whether or not you're going to get a workout in. It's going to help. Get some time outside, get your 10,000 steps in, water, water, water. And then of course, 100% if you need some tea or a relaxing bath or something, take control of what you're feeling, take control of your life, because I assure you, I will be there on the other side waiting for you, stress-free. Bye.